From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, February the 2nd, 2021. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke over the phone yesterday with India's Premier Narendra Modi in the wake of a small explosion outside Israel's embassy in New Delhi this past Friday, which damaged several cars but did not cause any injuries. It was later reported that a threatening note directed at the Israeli ambassador from an Indian terror group was found nearby. An investigation into the incident is ongoing. Netanyahu's office tweeted that he thanked Modi for his government's efforts to safeguard Israeli representatives in the aftermath of the terrorist event. Netanyahu also tweeted that Modi said that his country is committed to the security of our people and that India would continue to cooperate with Israel in the fight against terrorism. The two also discussed possible cooperation in regards to the coronavirus vaccine. Israel sent 2,000 coronavirus vaccines to the Palestinian Authority, Israel's coordinator of government activity in the territories, or COGAT, that serves as Israel's military liaison to the Palestinians, said that it had transferred the vaccines for Palestinian healthcare workers. The Palestinian Health Ministry acknowledged receipt of the vaccine doses yesterday, but without naming Israel as the source. The PA began administering those vaccines today. COGAT said another 3,000 vaccines would be transferred to the PA in the future. Palestinian Authority Prime Minister Mohammed Shtayyeh said they were expecting 50,000 doses from a number of sources this month, most through the World Health Organization. A diverse coalition of over 170 mayors from across the United States have signed on to the United Against Antisemitism Pledge, an initiative of the American Jewish Committee and the U.S. Conference of Mayors, launched last week on International Holocaust Remembrance Day. Conference of Mayors CEO and Executive Director Tom Cochran said, "We have always called on mayors to speak out against hate crimes when they occur, and the statement we are inviting mayors to sign today provides a way for them to register their opposition to the dramatic increase in anti-Semitism we have experienced in our country and work together to reverse it." AJC CEO David Harris said anti-Semitism is a growing societal menace. It comes from multiple sources, and mayors are uniquely positioned to lead their cities in taking concerted steps to fight it. The AJC tweeted today that the signatories represent over 40 million people from across the U.S., writing, "We stand united against anti-Semitism and hate of all kinds." The pledge encourages all people of good faith to join us in declaring unequivocally that anti-Semitism is incompatible with democratic values that are at the very bedrock of our society. And 170 Jewish and Black artists have launched a joint initiative against anti-Semitism and racism. They include actors, comedians, singers, musicians, and entertainment executives who released a unity statement yesterday of the Black Jewish Entertainment Alliance, saying that it aims to bring the two communities together in solidarity, to support each other in their struggles, and to better understand each other's plight and narratives, noting that the Black and Jewish communities in America have a long history of standing together against hate. They wrote, "In the face of a climate dealing with historic racism, rising anti-Semitism, and societal turmoil, it is critical that we continue to stand and support one another. In the spirit of Martin Luther King Jr., Rabbi Abraham Heschel, and the many Blacks and Jews who stood together in the fight for civil rights, we come together to support each other in the struggle against hatred and bigotry." Citing the words of the late John Lewis, "We are one people, one family, the human family, and what affects one of us affects us all." Jewish members of the new alliance include Tiffany Haddish, Mayim Bialik, Jason Alexander, and Gene Simmons, and the late Larry King, who signed on to the effort before his death just over a week ago. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, February the 2nd. At 7 o'clock, it's From the Aleph Bet. At 8, award-winning author Rebecca Abrams shares many of the more than 100 full-color pictures in her book, Jewish Treasures from Oxford Libraries, which features illuminated manuscripts spanning centuries of Jewish life. That's by the ZOA Book Club with Liz Burney. At 9, Irvin Unger discusses the life and work of illustrator Arthur Schick on L'chaim. At 10, it's a look at the art of Norman Gorbati. And coming up next, it's the ILTV's Insider. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, February the 2nd, 2021. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.